happening. I ain't gonna say exactly what we were saying, but you know, just seeing things in the media and videos and stuff like that, and you know, fighters like to bring up things that happen, you know, behind closed doors, but they don't speak on everything that happened. So yeah, you know, I asked for a picture, but this man did tell me not to call him out after this fight. So you take that for what it is.
Keyshawn, Jose, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Best of luck Thursday. Let's move over to our main event, ladies and gentlemen. The WBO Junior
Teofimo Lopez has been the talk of the boxing community. Teofimo Lopez got a fight coming up this Thursday against Jermaine the Technician Ortiz. But Teofimo Lopez has been talking about everybody but his upcoming opponent, Jermaine Ortiz. Keyshawn Davis was on stage at the press conference going into his fight with Jose Pedraza. And yeah, one may say Keyshawn Davis G-checked Teofimo Lopez and the energy was different. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. Captain Karate, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people and 95 likes.
Check it out, man. Teofimo Lopez been talking about everybody except for his upcoming opponent, Jermaine the Technician Ortiz. Now, Jermaine Ortiz ain't been saying too much of anything. He's been laser focused on this fight. But Teofimo Lopez had a lot of things to say, most notably about Terrence Bud Crawford and how he expressed interest in facing Crawford, how Crawford likes to fight fighters falling down the hill. He talked about how Canelo's on a decline. He said this about Puerto Rican fighters.
Made a lot of these boxers soft because they say, well, I don't really need to fight nobody. I just got to say their name. Sabril Matias, no one knew about him until he started calling me out. He just do the facts. You know, he could be an IBF world champion, but he's the most softest fighter in the division. Why I say that? Because he's one-dimensional to the point where Puerto Ricans, man, I tear they butt up. Puerto Ricans are easy to beat. And I don't care if the Puerto Ricans feel some type of way. It's like everyone has went soft on the internet. Social media.
Skillful technique fighter.
Yeah.
You know, can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world. Scared to get touched up in front of the world. And
are you saying that off of the last fight or just
in general?
In general.
In general.
Yeah.
In general, me and Shakur sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and it was just light work. And me trying to figure out his jab. Does he have a good jab? Yeah, he does. But once you pass his jab, it's game.
Yeah. After hearing what Teofimo Lopez had to say, I mean, wow. Pretty controversial, right? And you would think that if Puerto Rican fighters are easy to beat, et cetera, then why aren't you fighting Subriel Mateus in a unification fight? Why are you fighting a former lightweight in Jermaine Ortiz? I mean, Jermaine Ortiz never even fought at 140 pounds. Not to say that Jermaine Ortiz don't stand a chance, but if you're going to come out here and say things like Puerto Rican fighters, this, that, and third, then how come you're not fighting one of the most dangerous Puerto Rican fighters in boxing right now in Subriel Mateus? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. But Teofimo Lopez, man, he got G-checked by Keyshawn Davis on stage. Yeah, that's right. He got G-checked by Keyshawn. Keyshawn G-checked him. Keyshawn didn't like some of the stuff that Teofimo Lopez had to say about his big bro, Terrence Bud Crawford. Check out how that little conversation went between these two guys.
What made you mention my name in that interview? Just a question.
You said Crawford will beat me.
It's just an opinion.
I don't like it. I hope you respect that part.
I respect it.
I'm not saying Pedraza's gonna beat you.
Nah, I ain't say that. Because you know that's not gonna happen.
No, maybe it can.
Everybody can when you step in that ring.
Just don't bite the bullet.
Hey, Tio, I never disrespected you, right? I took that as disrespect, what you said.
You did?
For sure. They ain't even mention my name when you brought it up.
You know, a lot of times they mix my words up.
I seen the video.
You did?
I seen it.
I didn't mean to disrespect you, brother. Good business. Wish you nothing but the best.
Now, after hearing how it went, I mean, you could just look at Teofimo Lopez's face and tell that the energy is different, right? You could just see it in his eyes, right? He don't really, like, he say all this stuff when the camera's in front of him, when nobody's around, but then when these guys are in his presence or when they're in his vicinity, well, the energy is very, very different. He got these little puppy dog eyes, and he looks so innocent and look like, don't hurt me type of look in his eyes, right? You know, Keyshawn Davis saw this, you know, you heard what he had to say, right? Teofimo Lopez, man, great for the sport. Despite all this, he is great for the sport of boxing. I mean, you need these type of guys. And Teofimo Lopez, he is being that guy. He's being that bad guy. He's being that guy that the fans going to want to pay to see lose. This is what Teofimo Lopez is trying to do. And, of course, he has to get past Jermaine the Technician Ortiz. And I think at this point, he has to get past Jermaine Ortiz in very impressive fashion. I'm talking about knockout stoppage, no controversy fights, no George Kambosos repeats, no any of that. You got to go out there and knock this dude out. Why? Because of all the stuff you've been talking. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Keyshawn Davis got a fight coming up with Jose Pedraza. Jose Pedraza, in my opinion, is somewhat of a gatekeeper now. He's a gatekeeper, but he's a good test for upcoming young fighters to see where they're really at, right? So this is what Jose Pedraza is doing. This is what Keyshawn Davis is doing. But Keyshawn Davis also let Teofimo Lopez know, hey, look, man, I ain't feeling the stuff you saying. Teofimo Lopez said, look, man, don't call me out, whatever that means, right? Don't call me out, like that, whatever that means, right? I don't know, man. Teofimo Lopez said that he'll Wyatt Crawford fighting a guy that's 3 weight classes. When he can fight me, I'm only a weight class. But Crawford ain't looking to go back down to 147 pounds. I don't know what these guys are thinking. I don't see Bud Crawford going down to 147 unless it's worth his while at this point, right? At 36 years old, you know, he's getting older. He's looking bigger. I don't think he really wants to struggle to make 147 again, right? And especially for a fight with Teofimo Lopez, who can't even get out of the theater room in the Madison Square Garden. So, yeah, man, we go see Teofimo Lopez doing a lot of talking. I bet not see a bunch of people dressed up as empty seats. I better see a packed arena. I better see a spectacular performance, and I better see Teofimo Lopez stop Jermaine the Technician Ortiz. Will he do it? Only time will tell. We'll find out. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.